Hey guys, it's Sara Lewis with Mixed Fitness, and I am here to talk about posture, specifically lower back posture today. And I have Abimbola with me today. She is our wonderful summer intern here at Mixed Fitness. So what we're going to talk about is low back posture, and if it's out of alignment, what you can do to help correct it. So there's an easy test that you can do at home, and that is just standing up against a wall. So I'm going to have Abimbola demonstrate. She's going to stand against a wall with her back flat against the wall. And there's going to be points of connection. So the buttocks are touching the wall, the shoulder blades are touching the wall, and also the head touches the wall. So when you're in this position at home, if you can slide your hand behind your lower back. So for me, I'm just going to stick my hand back here. And hopefully you can see that coming through, but if you see my fingers wiggling here, I can get my hand pretty far back behind her lower back. And if Abimbola shows you, if she just sticks this hand behind her lower back, I can touch her fingers on this other side. So what that means is that there's a lot of space between her lower back and the wall. In fact, it's actually too much space. So we want to work on getting that curve less curved, essentially. We want to get it a little more flat. So there's a couple exercises that Abimbola is going to demonstrate that if you do this test at home and you find that you can reach your whole hand behind your lower back, there's some exercises you can do to start correcting that posture. So I'm going to have Abimbola come over to the mat, and she's going to set up in a half kneeling position. Alright, so here in half kneeling, what we're working on is getting the hip flexors, the muscles on the front of the hip, lengthened. So we're going to be working on her left side. Alright, so here on the left side we're going to be working on stretching out these muscles that cross the hip joint here. So what she's going to do first is she's going to tuck her tailbone under, and what that does is it makes the glutes contract. So you should feel a contraction in your glute muscles back there. And then she's just going to shift her body weight forward a little bit until she starts to feel a stretch right in through here. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see that she didn't move very much. A lot of people get into this kind of stretching habit where they come way, way forward, and that shuts off your glutes entirely. And in order to correct that lower back posture, we need to have the glutes activated. So once your glutes are activated and tight, once you shift forward, you shouldn't be able to come forward very much. So she's just going to hold that and then rock back and come forward again, maintaining that tight glute muscles. Alright, and what that does is it lengthens out the front side of your hip. And of course she would do it on the other side as well to balance out the sides. But the next exercise she's going to do is all about still more glute activating techniques. So I'm going to have Abimbola lay on her back, and she's going to do the bridge exercise. Alright, so in setting up for the bridge, you want your heels fairly close to your buttocks, and you want your feet just about an inch or two apart. Hands are down beside you, and then you squeeze your glutes just like before, and lift your hips up off the ground. So a lot of people do this exercise, and you can go up and down Abimbola a few reps. A lot of people do this exercise without thinking about really working on tightening up the glutes. So we really want to get those muscles fired up, so they should be tight throughout this exercise, always contracting, and she's just going up and down with her full range of motion. There's no need to force it and get an arch in the lower back, but you just want to get a nice straight line. It's also putting a little stretch here on those hip flexor muscles that we stretched prior to this. And those are two simple exercises that you can do at home. So first, check your standing posture. If you can fit your hands all the way through to the other side, you need to do these exercises. So check that first. If your hands only make it to the middle of your back and then your knuckles touch, then you're good. You don't need to do these exercises. But it's a very simple test that you can do at home. First, the half kneeling hip flexor stretch. Second, the bridges, about 2 sets of 10, and you're good to go. We'll see you next time.